Today I'm going to talk to you about when I feel I had the most impact. And for that, I need to talk to you about my transaction K Electric. This was a $1.2 billion acquisition of an integrated utility with exclusive franchising rights over the city of Karachi. To give you a context of the scale of this transaction, Karachi is the 10th most populous city in the world. It has 20 million people. It contributes about 70% of all the federal tax collected by the government and about 25% of the GDP. So here we are talking about a company that was a lifeline, not just to a city, but to an entire country. And this was not any ordinary acquisition either. This was a distressed sale, and this was a turnaround situation. And we would not have been the first owners who would have tried to turn this around. So here we had a pretty hairy transaction, not just purely on a commercial scale, but there was another aspect to it, which was around the security threat to the individuals working on it. To give you an idea, the team that was working on it, each and every one of us were given a personal security detail 24/7, which itself was quite something to, getting used to. And that's the reason Abraj did not assign us to this transaction, but they asked for volunteers. And the well-wishers advised that, listen, this could be quite a career-limiting option, simply because given the complexity and the history of the transaction, this could have easily the transaction could have blown on our faces. I knew I had to do it. Maybe it was the understanding that I had for infrastructure. Maybe because I call Karachi my home, I understood the monumental economic and human impact it could have. This was the transaction that, if we could deliver on it successfully, would have left a lasting difference to millions of people. There was no way that I could have let it go. There was a discussion with the husband, and off I went. Over there, my particular role was that I led a 10-member team for an on-site extensive due diligence, generally used to of managing 3 to 4 people. Here there was a much bigger team. And on top, each and every one of us was being stretched beyond our past knowledge and experiences, was being challenged day in and day out. So this was a huge management challenge too. And even if I have to say this myself, I feel that this was probably, my best delivery of my leadership skills. And the result was that each and every one of us has huge respect for each other and have built a lasting, lifelong relationships, and we are friends. Beyond that, there's a few other things. We're working with 10 other consultants and utility experts to develop a business restructuring plan. I, along with another team member, we analyzed the tariff and filed a petition with the regulator, which was the single most key factor in returning K Electric to its profitability. Then there was a 6-month extensive negotiations with the government. I also led the consent process for the transaction, which involved interacting and convincing a number of local and institutional financial institutions to let us get ahead with the turnaround. At the end, this was a huge success. K Electric today, this year, made a profit of 1.2 billion people. The blackouts were reduced by about 60%. The generation and the whole system was massively improved. The commercial losses have come down. I'm here sitting in Karachi and have a 24/7 supply, which in my entire life I could not remember or recall. This is the corporate turnaround that Harvard Business Review teaches its students under its corporate turnaround course. And this was recognized not just here at the national level, but across regional international forums, including by the likes of Financial Times and IFC. K Electric also have a massive CSR program which impacts directly the lives of about 2.2 million underprivileged people in the city of Karachi. I wish I could have a chance like this ever again. But till then, this is the most toughest, the most hardest, but the most impactful thing I have ever achieved in my life. Thank you.